to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Thanks.
All right, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Simmons. Oh, they're after him. And he never had a chance.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from the week. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back. They wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that. Now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Williams. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Williams. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Simmons on play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Now here's Simmons. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Simmons. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to Hardy. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Missouri wants to go fast. They go play action with Simmons. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
On third and short, the power run here. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams to throw.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams will pass. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Huskies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Huskies!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man, and he's knocked down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact bounce and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throwing Simmons. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Simmons firing again. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Simmons. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Fires to the big fella. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the foot.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Simmons on the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
Here's Simmons to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Again, it's Simmons. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Austin Simmons, the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the number 21 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Bearcats engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And send the tight end in motion. On the option. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Maybe a crease. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Simmons on play action. Pressure coming. Sliding to his left. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And now on second down for this offense. Throwing Simmons. On target over the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll start on the ground with Washington. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback may change this route. Williams throws for the tight end. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to...
Maybe some room here. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They go play action with Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Simmons going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's Williams to throw. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He might want another play. Look out, he's got room. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Hardy. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Simmons to throw. Got the back over the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Simmons. It's complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle.
Makes the grab in their space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Throwing Simmons. complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Got a little grass. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Graves. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Simmons. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Simmons. Looking deep. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Simmons. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams on the play fake. Looking down the middle. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to change this route. Williams. Into the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Gonna look downfield again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB started to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost. yardage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. Touchdown, Huskies. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Simmons to the air again. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Simmons makes a catch.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Complete. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. Deep shot for the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You're down 2 possessions. Fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. And that's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, That's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.